Hi guys, today I'm going to show you a diagram that shows the PC and system unit connection, and I will going to explain each steps and the important connection. So in this diagram, I created a complete layout of a desktop computer system. It shows how both electricity flows from the power source and how data moves between internal and external components. I organize it from the top to bottom so it's easy to follow. From the power outlet down to the user devices like the keyboard and the mouse. And now I will going to explain how power flow. At the top section, at the very top of my diagram is the outlet, which is the main source of electricity. Instead of connecting the computer directly to the outlet, I added two important devices. First is the UPS, uninterruptible power supply. This device acts as a backup battery. If the power suddenly goes out, the UPS keeps the computer running for a short time so you can save your work and safely shut it down. And next is the AVR, automatic voltage regulator. The AVR stabilizes the electricity. Sometimes power from the outlet can be too high or too low. The AVR makes sure the voltage stays instead so the computer components don't get damaged. From the AVR, power is sent to the system unit, which is the main computer case. Now, as you can see, now I will going to explain what is inside the system unit. Inside the system unit, I showed the important internal components. First, we have the power, power supply unit, PSU. The PSU is the responsible for distributing power to all parts inside the computer. It converts electricity from the outlet into the correct voltage needed by each component. And we have there a motherboard. The motherboard is the main circuit board. It connects everything together. I I include pins 4 pins and 27 pins. These represent connectors for power and data. Then we have there a bus. This is the pathway where data travels between components. Everything communicates through the motherboard. Next, we have their storage device. I added floppy drive, old storage device, CD/DVD drive used for reading, and these are connected to the motherboard using data cables, allowing the computer to read and store information. Then we have there a cooling system. I include system fan and cooling fan. This keeps temperature low inside the system unit. Without cooling fan, the temperature could overheat and stop working properly. Then we have there a external devices outside the system unit. I showed the peripherals, webcam and printer. Both connect using USB cable. This allows input and output function, video capture and printing. Then we have a monitor. It connected using an HDMI cable. These cables send video signals from the computer to the screen so you can see what's happening inside the system. Then we have keyboard and mouse. These are input devices. They are also connected using USB port. The keyboard is used for typing and the mouse is used for navigation. Now, I will going to explain how to connect everything step by step. Now, I'll explain how actually connect the system based on my diagram. First, Step 1. Power setup. Plug the UPS into the wall outlet and plug the AVR into the UPS. Plug the system unit and monitor into the AVR. This ensures both backup power and voltage protection. Step 2. Inside the system unit, install the motherboard inside the case. Connect the PSU to the motherboard using power connector like the 4 pins cable. Then connect storage devices, CD, DVD drive, floppy drive to the motherboard using data cables. Connect the power cables from the PSU to each device. Then install and connect cooling fan. Then in the external connection, connect the monitor to the system unit using an HDMI cable. Second, plug in the keyboard and mouse into USB port. Third, connect the printer and webcam using USB cable. Then, in final checking, make sure all cables are secure and turn on the UPS, then the AVR. Then if you are done, then you can power on the computer so that you can start your work. So this diagram shows how a complete computer system is built and connected, from the power distribution to internal components and external devices. By organizing it becomes easier to understand how each part works together to make the computer function properly.
I just had to let you know you're